Well, here we are at Port Gamble today. We're going to do some riding, mostly heading up to the bike park or the ride park that's here. But it's a very extensive trail system. Got the Norco Fluid, the trusty van, and we'll do some riding, some videos, and get some stuff out there. This is a great place. I usually park up here at the RC field in the van because the van's so big. There's a few different trailhead areas you can access for Port Gamble. It's got to be 5 or 6 miles from north to south, and then probably about 2 miles wide, all said and done, this trail system up here. And the other trailheads are just kind of tight parking for the 25 feet of van here to park in. So I usually just come up to the RC airfield, which is just around through Port Gamble, about a half a mile outside of town. A lot of room to park and pretty easy to access the trail through the to the trail system from the Beaver Pond trail system. So we'll get started. Today's bike is my new Norco Fluid A3. I got a pretty good deal on it through Jensen USA, $1,000 off or so. So with the savings there, I upgraded the fork to a Fox Factory 34. Lots of adjustment, 140 millimeter travel in the front and 130 travel in the back on that rear RockShox Select Deluxe or Deluxe Select shock. I don't really know enough about suspension to say it's awesome or not, but it's a pretty fun bike to ride, and it seems to be just fine however I set the suspension. So usually for climbing, I'll set the suspension all the way to stiff, and then once I get up there, I usually just keep it on the medium setting. My other bike's a Cannondale Jekyll. It's more of an enduro, and it's a lot bigger than this one, which is why I got this, to have something a little smaller, something a little easier to roll around in most of the trails that I ride on, you know. And then for the bigger stuff, you know, in summertime, I'll go to the ski resorts up there, Stevens and Snoqualmie, and I'll bring the Cannondale because that's, you know, you put it up on a lift and then you bomb down the hill. So anyway, this one's been ridden exclusively since I got it. I don't think I've even ridden the Cannondale once, so hopefully that'll change. I'm sure she's feeling a little lonely. It's maybe 3/4 of a mile long. It takes you to a fire road, which takes you to another fire road, which takes you to the climbing trail to head up towards the ride park. So it's a little bit of a climb, like 2 miles to get up there. I'm not going to record all of it because you'll just hear me dying. So I'll see you more when we get up there. It's one of my favorite parts about the Beaver Pond Trail, this little bridge that you go across. Kind of peaceful little stream, which I'm sure there's a beaver pond, maybe even a beaver dam somewhere, just not sure where. And this area up here, kind of nice, pretty thick forest. There's another little stream, might be the same stream that I just crossed, but it's up here, and it's kind of a cool little spot to stop. Maybe catch a drink or something like that on the way back. So on this Beaver Pond Trail, you can either make a right turn right here, and it'll take you right to the fire road about 100 yards from here, or you can continue down this trail. It takes you to the same road, just a little further down. It's a little bit more fun. horseies up here. Let's hope they don't let one go.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi guys. Pretty cool, right? Well, I made it to the top of the first climb. And this is the first time that I didn't stop on the way up and push my bike for a bit, so that's good. This is the trail map for Port Gamble Forest Heritage Park. I am, well, you probably can't see it, but let's see. I am right here. And I started down here. So I'm here, and now I'm going, where the heck am I going? Up here. So got a little bit to go. This next part's all downhill, nice and easy, relaxed. I might take this ET trail up here, see what that does. Takes you over by the Ewok climb trail, which I hate, but maybe I'll hate this less. Let's see where it takes me. Well, that was a dumb decision. I had the choice of cruising down a mainly downhill and flat fire road until I got to my next climb to get up there where I'm pointing. Essentially in that tree line is the ride park. And AT was pretty much all uphill. Wasn't long, but instead of choosing a nice, easy, relaxing downhill run, I chose to gain elevation like 200 feet and go from there. So this will be downhill for a little bit, and then I got to climb back up over there to get to the ride park. So my Strava app will be impressed. My rest of my body, not so much. Anyway, this is a little green trail called Buzzcut. That's going to connect us from ET to the top of Ewok, which is the climbing trail from down by where I first started, where I saw the horses. So you can get on Ewok and climb, but it's probably shorter distance, but it's all switchbacks. And it's pretty steep in some spots, so I usually just choose to take the fire road. And this is where it'll spit you out when you get to the top of Ewok. Right here. All right, now down to the final climb to the ride park. Jump down here. Or dropping anything. So this is the ride, or the skills park area. Got a little beginner's rock garden there, a zigzag course. Those are both green. We've got, this is the drop zone. So there's like 4 different drops here you can hit. There's a few other little jump runs over there. So it's a nice little spot to start. Okay, we'll start by going down the little pop rocks here in the rock garden. And it just kind of spits you back out to the other little climbing trail. Right here. And back up. We'll go down next to the biggest drop here. This one's called Picnic Tables. There's a couple of them. It's a blue intermediate.
So this skills area is pretty awesome. Good place to start off if you're not warmed up from a 1 3/4 climb. That's usually where I come to start off. Hit a couple of the drops, hit a couple of the easy tabletop runs, the rock garden, and there's a few different other runs over here that I didn't hit. And it's all just takes you down, it berms around, it's like a 30-second climb back up. Good place to start. This is their dual slalom course. I've been down that a few times, but they have it closed now for maintenance. They're rebuilding it to get it ready for that event I think that's happening up here on the Memorial Day weekend. It's pretty awesome now. Alright, this one is the trailhead for Hippopotamus. It's a hard no for me, but Weekend at Burmese is definitely within my skill set. It's pretty much just a little flow trail. It's not a little flow, it's giant berms. And like 1 jump, 2 jumps or so down to the bottom, or in the middle. It's really fun. And, you know, it's something that this 51-year-old dude can accomplish. So here we go. It's a little drier than last time I was here. Jump coming up here. Some rollers I can't manual. That one I could manual. I like that. And a little hip jump that I always wuss out on. There we go. This Weekend at Burmese. Pretty fun. So, on the climb trail back up, this is their pro line that they built. I think it's called Top Gun, and this trail close to me is Maverick, and one over there is Iceman. These things are just massive. I'm sure the camera doesn't do it justice, but these things are ginormous. I'll just pedal out there to show you what I won't be doing, but just how big they are. So that's Iceman. This one's Maverick. I don't know if that provides any kind of context. They're really big. So this is the southern end of the ride park. This has some green trails that are kind of like downhill flow trails. No mandatory gaps or anything like that. And then there's some blue trails as well on this end. Over here is basically the climb trail. From every trail that you take down comes back up from here on Skid Road. So that's the climb trail, so we'll hit that in a minute after we go down. This one's called Coffee Tables. Pretty simple tabletop line. south end of the ride park here. Everything just kind of funnels you to the left at the end of the trail, and you head on over to the Skid Road Trail that climbs back up. You could also keep going past Skid Road to the fire trail, just a little bit longer. It's got a sweet wall ride on it though.
And I get used to it, but if I just come out here, I'm like, nah, that doesn't feel good.
Are you ready?
All righty.
All right, I'll follow you down.
This one's called Next Day Air. It's pretty fun. Almost didn't make it. That was awesome though. Okay, so heading this way a little bit on Petrichor, which is like the main trail, goes along the top ridge of the bike park. You go past the skills area, and there's a few more 5 or 6 trails down here that kind of head west, and then you can climb back up. So we'll hit one of these. A couple of them are really long, so you'll be stuck climbing up for a while if you go. Trail 4. This seems like it's right up my alley. I went down this before, last week or the week before with Frank. And I think I'll do it again. Nice. Yeah. Alright, on our way home. Back down to the parking lot. Either try Ranger or Mechanic or something. That's a pretty nice bike. Got a little speed and jam on the trailer there. Pretty hard to see down here. But it's a pretty awesome trail. Well, I'm alive still, so that's good. I think I might have broke the GoPro case, but nothing's broken on me, I don't think, so 51 years old, still going. Let's do it. Oh, my wife's gonna kill me when she sees that one. Yeah, part of the berm was just chopped off the top. The wheels just washed it out. That wasn't pleasant. That was bound to happen. You know what? We're still gonna post it. Because you guys gotta see that if you're old, you can still crash and be alright. Alright, and that's the end of Ranger. Well, that's not the end, it goes further, but it's just straight down here to the fire road. And back to the car. Van. And here we are, back. About to break out into the parking lot at the RC Airfield. I can see my trusty van up ahead. Next stop, Port Gamble General Store.
A slow network is no network.
Well, that was fun.
That's
Port
why more
Gamble
choose companies.
is
And now we're
a pretty extensive trail system up here. Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance does the work on it and does a great job. What I showed you was basically just the ride park that's in the northwest corner of the park itself, and the rest of it is endless. Like, it feels like it. Like, there is so much stuff to do up here, and so many trails to hit. I mean, you can come back every day for a month and probably not visit the same trails or see the same stuff twice. The ride park just happens to be a nice, easy place that where different stuff that I like to do is all grouped together in one spot. And then it's usually a fun run down the hill, Cool Runnings or Ranger. It looked like they were doing some sort of like shuttle stuff, like maybe timing people today on one of them, either Cool Runnings or Al Pacino. Al Pacino, I think, is the one that they're doing the enduro race on Memorial Day weekend. So I just stayed off of Cool Runnings because I feel like they were doing something on there. It looked like they had tables set up and people along the course. So maybe it was a race. I don't know. But so I took Ranger down, washed out in that one berm because it looked like somebody had washed out the top of that one berm that I hit. My front wheel got up too high and went off the track there. So no worse for the wear. My ribs are probably going to be sore in the morning, but guess what? I'm going to go riding again tomorrow up to Stennett, I think it's called, in North Bend, and then stopping in Duthie on the way home from there. After I drop the family off for their trip to the World Championships in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and then follow on Pro Series women's race in Nashville the following weekend. So they'll be gone for a little bit. And after I drop them off, I'm gonna go ride my bike. Anyway, off to Port Gamble because it's cool. The general store is pretty awesome, and they have a good selection of beers, which is where I'll be next. Bye.